Or did he start to realise he's in quite deep? Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City, New Jersey for the much anticipated featured bout of the evening as Goose and Tudor Promotions, Antonio Leonard Productions and Matchroom Sport in association with Caesars Atlantic City and Showtime, sponsored by Corona and Azad Watches, present the Super 6 World Boxing Classic Final. This unification championship is sanctioned by the WBC, President Jose Sulaiman, Supervisor Bob Yalen, the WBA President Gilberto Mendoza, Supervisor Guy Jutras, and the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. The chairman is Tony Orlando, Commissioner Aaron Davis. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Blair Bergen, Dr. Mark Shaber, Dr. Eric Wormser, and Dr. Dominic Coletta. Timekeeper at the bell tonight, Arthur Spell. Introducing to you our three judges scoring from ringside. From England, John Keane. From Canada, Craig Metcalf. And from the United States, John Stewart. And our third man to the ring, the referee in charge, will be giving instructions after the introductions, Steve Smoger. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of action scheduled for the Super 6 World Boxing Classic Final and the unified WBA and WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Atlantic City, New Jersey, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks, hailing from and proudly representing the Bay Area and Oakland, California. He weighed in at the super middleweight limit of 168 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 24 wins, no losses, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome one of the young stars of boxing, the U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the current undefeated WBA super middleweight champion of the world, introducing Andre S.O.G. Ward. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim, known as boxing's pride of Nottingham, England. He weighed in at a ready 167.5 pounds with a record of 28 wins, 1 loss. He has 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome England's finest, the longtime British and Commonwealth champion, the reigning and defending two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, introducing Carl the Cobra Froch.
Switch on. Okay, you ready? You want to do it?
And once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions, Steve Smoger.
All right, gentlemen, you were given your instructions in your individual dressing rooms. Please obey my commands, respect the bell, and above all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. God bless you both.
Energy as well if you're a little bit tense. Ward holding Froch's left glove up close. That'll Ward take punches to land better ones because he's been outsped at the moment.
Good comeback though there from Froch.
That was good.
And then getting in with a few body shots, clubbed with the left hand to Ward. But were there one or two signs in the last 30 seconds that Froch was getting a little more to grips with it?
I think you saw when Carl declared war on Ward, took the smoothness away from it. It wasn't all that comfortable. Just this little exchange here. It was too late in the round to save the round on my card, and he did take a left hook for his troubles. But you can see his single punch.
Floyd Mayweather maybe in terms of technical skills.
See, I just think the problem, Carl doesn't know how to surprise him. He sees exactly what's coming from Froch, and he's ready to counter it. There it is again. It's as though he has everything worked out. Good defence from Ward there.
Body shot there was a hard one from Ward. And then a head punch as well, starting to set his feet and get a bit more serious. Froch has had his moments in this round, but again, not enough of them.
Took as the punch has troubled Froch right from the opening round, right from the first few seconds of the opening round. There it is again.
We're getting some really good exchanges here, and Froch trying to match Ward.
1, 2, 3 left hooks. This is terrific stuff from Andre Ward. He's a class act.
Yeah, he's a box of tricks. And there's a right hand as well, which I don't think...
Fight stays at this pace, it's going to slip away from him. He needs to find a way to drop the pace, impose himself on Ward. But I think Ward is... Oh, good left hook there from Froch.
And he is heavy-handed. He doesn't tend to take people out with one punch, but he can get to trying to prove to Froch that he can be the boss in there too.
Yeah, and he's happy to stay on that left hook again from Ward.
There's a great body shot from Froch in there, mind you, Jim. Very good body punch from Froch. This is getting rugged, rough, and increasingly fascinating.
And this kind of action, it's the man who's forced to work at this pace that tires first. And I think Ward is the one who's initiating the attacks. But a great response there from Carl Froch. But there's that left hook again.
Action in the phone booth in that last round, Jim.
Yeah, look who's doing the pushing back to the ropes. We thought that would have been Carl Froch, but it's not. It's Andre Ward. And here's the exchange. We'll see who comes up with it, the last punch of it. Usually it's the left hook. Would you guess it? There's that left hook again, which is working so well for Andre Ward. Terrific performance.
Turn that time from Ward. Again, good from Froch. In and out and a went again.
Good shot.
Ward outboxed.
Yeah, Ward started the round very well, picking up lovely shots, but then little signs that he wanted his spoil up close not work at the same rate, which allowed Froch to get right back into it. And I think Froch produced the best form of the fight for him so far. He kept the punches flowing. He used up a lot of energy in doing so. Carl does throw arm punches, which do use up a lot of energy, but I thought he a couple of Ward was so good, having the last little punch and the exchanges when they're up.
But we're not even at the halfway stage yet, and everybody thinks this is a likely points decision type of battle. Most of these fights in this series have been good right uppercut from Ward.
But I swore I would never again complain about where Carl carries his left hand. Another good hook from Ward. But really, you've got to get that left hand up.
Caught again there. Froch going with a couple of his own. Tries to bully Ward, but Ward's having none of that at all. Again, barges Froch up against the ropes, and as if to say, it's almost a macho thing with him, I think, here to make a point to Carl Froch.
And Ward is better at nullifying up close than Carl is. Beautiful left hook again. He's better at the old pro tricks than Carl is. Carl wants to stand there and exchange punches. Ward is doing the little gymnasium, slightly nasty stuff, if you like.
He does have this iron chin, though. Carl Froch, everything just...
Well, he could well make up for that if this continues.
7th round, second half of the fight. Froch here having to meet fire with fire. There's been some furious exchange.
But look at the roughness and the toughness of Ward. Digging that left hook has worked so well. I mean, it hardly moves. They talk about Joe Lewis, that the short left hook couldn't have been much shorter than the ones we've been seeing from Andre Ward tonight. Tremendous. And look, just bullying Carl at times and then tying him up. This is what he's better at than Carl. Tying up inside, holding the one hand. Got to follow the jab in, let the punches come. Now that's... I mean, okay, maybe breaking the rules, putting his hand on Froch's head, but it just shows he...
Ward saying to Froch, see, I'm pretty tough, aren't I? What were you saying at the press conference?
Carl was actually complaining to the referee, then punching after the bell. These are all signs of frustration. I didn't expect him to be as tough as Carl Froch, and he is. I mean, he stood with them. He said the last word in the exchanges, and he sees what's coming back. I mean, his concentration is exceptional. Everything about him, his technique, and that was the one after the bell when he'd already complained to Steve Smoger about something. I don't know if it was a low blow or a head in his face. I don't know. Getting close, he's letting punches go. But this guy is a little bit special. We have to hand it to him. This is a terrific fighter we're watching here.
Come on, guys. clean now.
Just becoming messy now.
Wild from Froch, trying to let the leather flow, but still he can't make a dent. I think Ward wants to stop him. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to make a statement by being the first man to stop Froch or trying to Robert McCracken in that corner. Is he tiring Ward?
Don't think so, but Froch's got a lot more punches off there. I mean, I was suggesting forget the boxing match, just get in there, get close, find a way to get close and let some punches go, try to outwork him. You're not going to outskill him. And I think that was the free shot. I mean, at that time, see, Steve Smoger was speaking to them there. And he gives a little feint. You don't know what hand's coming at you. Then he decides in a split second, then there's a burst of punches from him again. Froch cannot out-tough him, really finding the target.
Better from Froch. It's on his bike a little bit, like he thinks he's got it in the bag and he can coast his way home. Froch won't allow him to do that. Look at this, wading away, but in the end he did not find the target with any of those.
Step out, Carl, step out.
But he stopped warming the head in, Carl.
Yeah.
No, you can't get away with that.
Just a little bit to go, come on.
Yeah, just a little bit late to do that, Carl.
Good right hand, and of course Ward can see the finishing take now.
Yeah, but we're seeing smash and grab now from Ward. Land the right hand, then grab hold.
Was looking at the clock on the big screen as well there. Late on, it's all too late, I'm afraid, I think, for Froch. Again, he looks outside the ring and smiles.
But it's good work coming back from him as well, Ian. You know, slipping, using movement now, coming back with punches. Really, he's finishing like a champion as well. Terrific fight, terrific performance from both men. No way could I make a case for Carl Froch winning this one. I thought Ward was terrific.
Yeah, there can be no controversy about it. You can argue about the odd round here or there and the margin of victory, but there's absolutely no question that Andre Ward is a major talent, and if we didn't know it before, everybody knows it now.
That's when his gum shield came out and he didn't spit it out. It was knocked out, just as we would think. He wasn't so tired that
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, John Stewart and Craig Metcalf, both scored about 115 to 113. Judge John Keane sees about 118 to 110. All three in favor of the winner. He is now the Super 6 World Boxing Classic Champion. He is now the unified WBA